Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I welcome you to the lecture 8. We are going through the chapter number 3, Nervous System and Behavior, and today's topic is Nervous System and its divisions. What is nervous system? Okay, the system of nerves that give rise to behavior is called nervous system. We are very well aware of the nerves. Now we are very much familiar about what are nerves, what are neurons, what are their types, and what is the function of neuron and how neuron functions. So, nervous system is a system of nerves that give rise to behavior. How these nerves, this system of nerves give rise to behavior? These nerves take the external stimulus and take the external stimulus, receive the external stimulus, and take this message to the brain, and then brain commands or gives order according to that message, and the body functions, and the body responds, and the body behaves accordingly. Okay, the nervous system is a general term in which we include information about the structure and function of the nerves of the body, and the understanding of these nerves, understanding of this system, makes it possible to interpret the individual's behavior. So, nervous system is divided into two major parts, the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system. Okay, nervous system has two major divisions, the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system. Today, we are going to read about the peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system has two major divisions, brain and spinal cord. Okay, the peripheral nervous system is a network of neurons, motor neurons and sensory neurons, as we have read in the previous lecture. Furthermore, this system, peripheral nervous system, is divided into somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. An autonomic nervous system is divided into the sympathetic nervous system or the sympathetic division of autonomic nervous system and parasympathetic division. Okay, so nervous system has two divisions, central and peripheral. Today we are going to read about the peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system is a system of nerves that spread through the whole body. Okay, peripheral nervous system is the basic system which spread through the whole body in the form of network of nerves. What are nerves? The neurons, the sensory, motor and associative neurons. This system, this peripheral nervous system, provides the base for the central nervous system, enabling it to perform higher mental processes. So, the peripheral nervous system, a system of neurons, a system of nerves, takes message to the brain, takes message to the central nervous system, that is the brain and spinal cord, where the message is interpreted, and through the motor nerves, the message is taken back to the relevant organs. Is it clear? So, peripheral nervous system is a system of nerves. These nerves carry message to the brain and bring back message from the brain. And brain and spinal cord constitute the central nervous system. So, the peripheral nervous system assists the central nervous system for higher mental processes. Because if the message is not taken to the brain, how can a brain function? How can a brain respond? And how the body will respond if the message is not taken to the brain? So, the message is taken to the brain and from the brain through the peripheral nervous system. Is it clear? Okay. What does the peripheral nervous system do? Peripheral nervous system is the system of nerves. What does it do? It connects the central nervous system to the organs, limbs, and skin. It carries sensory and motor information to and from the central nervous system. It allows the brain and spinal cord to receive and send information to the other areas, and it regulates involuntary body functions like heartbeat and breathing. So, divisions of peripheral nervous system. There are two major divisions of the peripheral nervous system: the somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. What is somatic nervous system? This system consists of nerves that either carry message to the brain or carry message from the brain to the different organs of the body. This system was actually discovered by Sir Charles Bell. He perceived that all the nerves in the body have a certain peculiar information. All the nerves carry a certain form of information. They pass over and under the spinal cord before reaching the brain. These nerves have different shapes in different parts of the body and they resemble one another in the basic structure as well. So, somatic nervous system constitute the nerves that carry message to the brain and from the brain. And what are these nerves? These are the efferent and efferent nerves, the motor and the sensory nerves, which take message to the brain and from the brain. Somatic nervous system is a system of sensory and motor nerves. Autonomic nervous system. This system relates to the nerves that cannot be brought under voluntary control. Okay? It keeps functioning all the time. The autonomic nervous system keeps functioning all the time. It is related with the somatic nervous system and the central nervous system at the same time. How it is related to the central nervous system and the somatic nervous system? In central nervous system, what is central nervous system? Brain and spinal cord. In central nervous system, the dendrites of the nerves form every part of the body and in the cortex. Every organ has regular interaction with the body and the brain as well. The autonomic nervous system harmonizes both and automatically functions. Autonomic nerves actually work automatically. They are not under the voluntary control. For example, respiratory system, our blood circulation system, liver, glandular system, stomach, heartbeat. These all systems normally go on functioning on their own. Autonomic nervous system is affected in the emergency situations and the emotional uplifts of the body. This system is divided into two parts: sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. I'll come to this diagram later on. Let's have an overview. Sympathetic nervous system. This system is called sympathetic because it sustains the basic activities necessary for the survival of the body and for the survival of life. ठीक है? The nerves which are related to this system are located in eye, lungs, heart, liver, stomach, intestines, and urinary bladder. This sympathetic nervous system connects different bodily parts to the spinal cord. Okay, this sympathetic nervous system, this system of nerves connect different parts of the body to the spinal cord with the help of ganglion. Its nerve fibers extend up to the center of backbone. This system, this sympathetic system This sympathetic nervous system comes into operation in an emergency situation. If life is at risk, this system functions at its full capacity. What does it do? It dilates the pupils, it inhibits cell salivation, it relaxes the bronchi, it accelerates the heartbeat, inhibits peristalsis and secretion, stimulates glucose production and the release, secretion of adrenaline and non-adrenaline, inhibits bladder contraction, stimulates the orgasm. So, what does the sympathetic nervous system do? This system comes into operation in emergency situation. It prepares the body for emergency situation. This system of nerves is related to different parts of the body, and this system connects these bodily parts to the spinal cord, and this system comes into operation in an emergency situation. How? By doing all these which I have told you. Why sympathetic nervous system do they perform all these functions? So that the body do not collapse. So the body prepares itself for this emergency. Parasympathetic nervous system. The nerves related to this system are directly attached to the lower part of the spinal cord. The nerve fibers of parasympathetic nervous system also extend up to the eye, lungs, heart, liver, stomach, intestines, and urinary bladder. The basic role of this system is now to normalize the functions of sympathetic nervous system and bring about a balance in the body. Sympathetic nervous system prepares the body, and now the parasympathetic nervous system has a role to normalize the body in emergency situations. This parasympathetic system checks the heightened activity of the sympathetic system, and then this system contracts the pupil and the lungs, veins, slows down the heartbeat, stops the excessive secretion of that glucose from the liver, restores the digestive system, contracts the urinary bladder, and other movements are also controlled. And all these actions are carried out by the ganglion which is present in the backbone. We can say that this system controls the functions of autonomic nerves under normal conditions. It regulates the heartbeat, it it make the stomach function properly in a normal way, it produces saliva, it excretes waste material, and controls the esophagus and the digestive system. When we can say when the organism is at rest, this system assumes control and helps the body to get the usual amount of energy to perform its functions. And this system, this parasympathetic system, this autonomic system overall continues working to provide energy for daily life. Okay, so the autonomic division has two parts, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic comes into operation in emergency situation, and parasympathetic regulates the system somatic nervous system and brings about the balance in the body. How? By contracting the pupils, stimulating saliva flow, constricts bronchi, slows the heartbeat, stimulates peristalsis and secretion, stimulates bile release, contracts the blood. In emergency situation, these systems become active and heightened activity begins. And to normalize this heightened activity, parasympathetic system works and performs these functions. So, dear students, today we read about the peripheral nervous system, that this is the system of nerves spread throughout the body which assist the central nervous system in performing the higher mental functioning. We are done with the peripheral nervous system division of the nervous system. In the next lecture, we are going to study the nervous system, central nervous system, brain, and spinal cord. Okay, so hope the lecture is clear. Good luck. Thank you, and Allah Hafiz.